Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about some of my experiences that I had while I was in college. Specifically 10 things that I wish I knew before I got to college. So if you are currently in college or you're in high school and you're about to go to college, keep watching. Tip number one, something I wish I knew before college is I wish I knew not to take an SAT course. I don't think you should take an SAT course because you don't spend a lot of time on your weaknesses, so you're gonna end up focusing on topics that you kind of already have down. Whereas if you were to do a schedule for yourself and plan your studying your way, you'd be able to tailor out a schedule to fit your needs for what you need to know for the SAT. Another thing I wish I knew before I entered college was how to study properly. When I was in high school, I learned how to study using flashcards. So in high school that was okay, but going into college there was so much information and it was so time consuming. At the end of every semester I would have a drawer filled with flashcards from just all my classes. What I've learned and what I've figured out how to do is when it's time to start studying, review your notes over and over until you feel like you know everything. Then head to the library, get a room with a whiteboard in it, and pretend to teach a class on the subject that you are taking a test on. This works so well. You're gonna go through every topic that's gonna be on the test. So if you get to a point where you don't know how to teach a class, you know to pause and review that section. Start with that section again like you're teaching the class. Once you can teach a class every single subject that's on the test, you're ready. Number 3, choose your professor, not the course. When you go on your school's website to try and pick your classes, you're gonna see all the professors. Go to ratemyprofessor.com and look up your professor's name. They're gonna be rated on a scale from like 1 to 5. The lower score that they have, the harder the class is going to be. So you wanna try choose a class with a professor that has a really good rating. That class is gonna be a lot easier to get through than the one that has a low rating. So this fourth one is something that I kind of knew, but I didn't do because I was lazy. I wish that I had gone to tutoring more. So if you're about to start a class that you know is going to be a little difficult for you, don't wait to start tutoring. Start going to tutoring from like the second week of classes. Because if you choose to go when your grade is starting to drop and you're really struggling in the class, it might be too late then. So I say just go from the beginning, don't let your grade get low, and go like maybe once a week. It doesn't have to be more than that really. Also, most professors have office hours, and in those office hours, you get more of a one-on-one sort of like questionnaire with your professor. So if there are any review questions that you specifically want to go over that you can't ask them to go over in the big setting of the classroom, go to the office hours. They will explain it to you step by step. Those help so much. Students that go to office hours and go to tutoring pass all their classes. Number 5, don't buy textbooks at your bookstore. They are way too overpriced. And I also recommend not to buy your textbooks before the classes start. Now I know you're like, what? People like to have all their materials before the classes start. I found that I wasted a lot of money buying my textbooks before the class actually started. The first day of every class, you're given a syllabus. The teacher goes over the syllabus in the class and they tell you what materials you're going to need for the course. Sometimes you see your general textbook on the syllabus and that it's required, but your professor will be like, oh, we're not going to use this textbook that much. We're really just going to be working out of this workbook. You just bought that textbook and wasted so much money. So I recommend you buy your textbooks at the end of the first week of classes. Professors give you that first week leeway to get all your materials together, so don't worry about going to the first day of class and not having your textbook. Unless the professor sends out an email and specifically says, bring this textbook to the first day of class, do not buy your textbooks before the classes actually start. Number 6, try your best not to take a 3-hour class. I know it seems nice to just have that class just once a week and to just get it over with in one sitting, but let me tell you, those 3-hour lectures are so hard. And sometimes there are lectures that are even more than 3 hours. I don't know how people do it. Your brain is just filled with so much information in that 1 3-hour sitting. It's like when you leave the classroom, half of it's gone because it was so much. So if you have the option to pick between one that's split with 2 days of the week and one that's once a week and 3 hours long, do the one that's twice a week. Say if it's like an hour and a half Tuesday and Thursday, it's gonna be a lot easier to get through that class. Something I wish I knew was not to stress about having a lot of friends. When I first got to university, everyone had their own cliques and their own group of friends, but really don't worry if you don't have a big group of friends because 1 or 2 nice friends is really all you need. No, I know a lot of people say this, but watch what you eat. The freshman 15 or the transfer 15 is what I like to say, because it happened to me when I transferred from State College to university. I was living at home with my mom and eating her cooked food, and then I got my associates, went to university, moved away from home, and started eating out all the time. The freshman 15 is real, okay, people? Transfer 15. Number 9, this is something I worried about while I was a senior in high school, and this is about not being accepted into university on your first shot. I basically applied to universities and I didn't get into any of them my senior year of high school. I think I applied to like 4, and I got rejected from all of them, and I had to go to State College. But let me tell you, I think that was a blessing because I love State College. I actually preferred it more than university. I know people want to, get out of the house and go live on their own family, but you save so much money living at home and going to college. Plus, State College is like half the price of university. And once you get your associates, you will definitely be accepted into university, so don't worry. Number 10, last but not least, I wish I knew what I wanted to do with my life before I got to college. And let me tell you, I still don't know what I want to do with my life. You're gonna go to school and you're gonna meet a bunch of people that already know what they want to do in life and what their end goal is. You are not the only one that doesn't know what they want to do. For instance, take me. I graduated May 2017. And I'm only now starting to figure out what I sort of want to do in life. So college kind of took me a little longer to finish because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I kind of switched up my major or what my end goal was like 3 times. Once you have your bachelor's degree, that opens up so many doors for you in so many different job areas. And most jobs aren't looking for a specific major, they're just looking to see if you have a bachelor's degree. So I say if you're in a major and you're thinking, maybe I want to do this, but I'm not sure, just finish it. Trust me, just go ahead and finish it. Once you have that bachelor's degree, you're going to be fine going into most areas of work. I hope you found these tips helpful. If so, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe because I will be posting new videos every week, so stay tuned. Bye guys!